Parker here. This is the eighth installment in the Shopping Cart Ethics series. Today we will go over success and its modes of attainment. You've heard a lot about the economy recently, but let's talk about your economy. You've been taught to compete in crowded markets. What have you been told? Get into college, get a job, climb the ladder. But what if the problem isn't that the ladder is broken? What if the problem is that you're on the wrong hill? Section 1, King of the Hill is a children's game. In childhood, King of the Hill was about brute strength and throwing people off the top to stay there. They compete where everyone else is. They fight for visibility, permission, and space. That's how most people approach life. But here's the problem. If you win, you get a crowded, miserable hill. If you lose, you get crushed by people you never even wanted to fight. Why not do something more practical? Section 2, School Fish versus Lone Wolf. Let's discuss survival strategies. The school fish and the lone wolf. The school of fish moves together. There's safety in numbers, quick reactions, and less chance of being singled out. But here's the trade off no single fish ever gets too big. They survive, but they don't thrive. That's the modern workforce. Same degree, same job, same salary. You blend in, and that's the point. But then there's the lone wolf. He hunts alone. If he fails, he starves. If he succeeds, he eats as much as he wants. That's the builder, the entrepreneur, the craftsman. He's not safe, but at least he's free. You have to choose safety with limits or risk with potential. Just don't pretend you get both. Section 3, Find a smaller hill. There are still industries no one is paying attention to. There are still skills that are rare, undervalued, and profitable. But they're not flashy. They don't come with applause or followers. At first, if you're willing to delay recognition, you can build something real while everyone else chases trends. You don't need to beat the best. You need to be the only one doing what you're doing. Section 4, American Made is an underserved hill. Want an edge? Start making things in America again. People say it's too expensive, but tech is changing that fast. AI, 3D printing, and automation are stripping away the overhead. The only thing missing is the people. The US is full of consumers. Producers? That's a dying breed. But that's where the opportunity is. Most people buy cheap things. Few people build quality ones. If you're one of the few, you set the rules. Section 5, The Ketchup Question, a blueprint for local resilience. People always ask, what's the solution? Here it is. Decentralize everything we consume. Not just the power grids, not just the food, everything. Why aren't there at least 50 brands of ketchup, or at least one for every state? It's tomato paste and vinegar. You could teach a high school class to make it. Yet we treat it like it needs to be mass produced and shipped 2,000 miles. Now imagine if we applied that same thinking to bread, batteries, furniture, tools, textiles, every state, every region. Not just self sufficient, but competitive. Local doesn't mean primitive, it means resilient. It means accountable. It means when one factory goes down, 10 others stay running. Decentralization isn't about breaking things apart. It's about building a network strong enough to never break in the first place. Section 6, Stop competing, start creating. The game isn't to be the loudest. It's to be the most useful, the most consistent, the most real. Find a hill no one's defending, plant your flag, and build brick by brick. And when the dust settles, you're not just king of a hill, you're king of your hill. Final principle. The future doesn't belong to those who fight harder for scraps. It belongs to those who step sideways and build something of their own. Don't follow the crowd. Don't wait for permission. Don't play king of the hill on a mountain you don't even want to die on. This is AnvilHammerForge. Let's get to work.